Hello everyone and welcome to World of Warship Blitz. This is a gameplay video. Today the ship in question is the Tier 6 Premium British battleship, the Warspite. So the Warspite is probably one of my worst performing ships. And that's not because I don't dislike it, I just don't do very well in it. It's a long range shooter. Its armor is of questionable strength, so it takes a lot of damage. It's not that fast, so yeah, it doesn't suit my playstyle. But every now and again I take it out to see how well we do. So I've got my Edinburgh captain in it that we're training up to try and get that level 8 smoke weaver skill. But anyway, here we are, we're heading towards the capture zone. We've lost New Mexico back there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Right, anyway, because we've got long range, better not pick a different ammunition type. I've picked HE, so I fire and then I can select AP immediately afterwards, so that's a little trick. Often I select HE as the first shot because it's probably going to be a destroyer that I aim at anyway, and then I open the selector, fire, and then close the selector afterwards. So right, this Warspite, he looks perfect, and we hammer him. Now it has big guns, as you can probably tell, so that was probably an unwelcome from the Warspite. Well, there was enough torpedoes that there wasn't really much that was going to happen anyway. It was his torpedoes, so this is the Arizona. It's travelling forward. And yeah, I'm not sure what that Nicholas was firing at, but I'm glad it wasn't me. And you can see that even from the few shots that have been sent my direction, we've already taken a phenomenal amount of damage. That Nicholas has to go. Now I know I've got AP loaded and I probably shouldn't do it, but let's just see if we can help out a little bit. And we helped out a lot, although I think the torpedo did the final bit. So that means that we've got the cap. I've got a destroyer behind me. He's not going to ignore those two people to try and come after me, so I assume that they have him under control. And we've got a Texas. I've got one gun knocked out already. You can see we're taking damage. I wouldn't be taking this amount of damage on a Genizer now, or a Bayan. But here we go. He's busy, so we use the opportunity to hammer him. We fight off our rapid reload. I do recommend that you don't forget to use the rapid reload, even if you don't get the best use out of it. There's nothing worse than having 3 rapid reloads at the end of the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get some better damage. There we go.
Fast reload activated.
And then we activate the fast reload. So what it does is it basically doubles the speed of the reload. Oh yeah, well, as I said, don't be afraid to be the yeah. Anyway, don't be afraid to use it, even though it was probably wasted in some respects. Right, now it's time to get out of trouble because this Farragut, now fortunately the Farragut only has centerline mounted torpedo tubes, so if it was a Nicholas he'd be firing out both sides. And we see if we can hammer him. Now my guns aren't that mobile as far as traverse is concerned. Anyway, we certainly let him know that he's not welcome. And we get the secondaries up. Although by the time we get the secondaries up, he's already done for. So I've stayed in the middle of the cap, protected the cap, so the enemy has 70 points, that's from that cruiser. We have, I hope, try and avoid giving him another 80, that would be from me. And this Pensacola, he's my next target. Now the turret traverse is very slow, so I'm turning the whole ship to bring the turrets to bear. He doesn't have any torpedoes, so, you know, ostensibly in a battleship this would be a relatively safe manoeuvre. However, as you can see, his shots are hitting pretty hard. So the Pensacola has fairly big guns, but more importantly, I have fairly weak armour. There we go. Straight through, critical. He's going to hide behind that hill. Fortunately, I can recover from that. There's no one else around. I don't know where that battleship's gone. It's interesting that in a centre map, the battleship can disappear from sight. And then he's come sneaking back out. That's very brave of him because basically, yeah, we have guns loaded. So there we go, the Warspite, 72,000 damage. So those big guns do hit hard. Probably not best suited for being in the centre of the action like he was there, but yeah, well, you know, needs must. It's a centre cap game, so we'll have a look and see how we did. It does have automatic secondaries, so if someone gets close, even smaller guns start firing. So we got the Confederate Battlestar, 72,000 damage, 2 kills, 1 capture point. Pretty unusual. 64 main battery hits. They do hit hard. So that is the Warspite. Hope you enjoyed it. Love the ship. Wish I was better at using it.